Hey guys, this is day 117 of startup. If you are in startup, then you have to expect it to be a roller coaster. And that's what happened with me also. So I was about to close $70,000 in investment. It would have been my first real funding, big funding, but it all came down. So let me tell you the full story. This may be long, I have not really practiced it. Let's see. So I got selected into Antler. You would see in the past one of those videos. So Antler is one of the incubation and accelerator in Canada. They do not give money investment right away, but they train you for around 3 months, and then they decide to invest around 150,000 Canadian dollars. So as I was about to start Antler, and it will start from Monday, I was just trying to close up whatever earlier conversations I have had with investors. Because during this 3 months, next 3 months, Antler likes to have exclusive rights over investing in my company, in the companies they or the founders they support. So I wanted to close all of my prior possible investments before I get into Antler so that they do not interfere or object to those investments later on. Those who have been following my series from day one would know, like, when I started this whole journey, I started with actually doing more networking with entrepreneurs and investors. So I did have some investors in my network, and one of them was my friend, and he committed to investing $20,000 in my company for exchange of 2% equity, and he has already like committed it a long time back. I think 1.5 months back. So he's stable. I have asked him multiple times. He's sure, and he's sure, and so that one was already there. But among the investors I talked to, one of them was already a ex-founder. So I was in touch with him multiple times to get his advice on things. So I really wanted him also to be part of my journey. So I just sent him this message. So basically, I tell him that my friend is willing to invest. He works at Apple as a computer vision engineer, and he also helps me on the AI side in understanding the deep complex concepts. And he's willing to invest $20,000 in exchange of 2% equity. And I would like to offer you also the same terms. And if you like to discuss more, I can set up a call with my other angel investor or with my co-founder, and I sent both of their LinkedIn profiles. And I also told them that I want to just close this before 25th of March, which is when Antler cohort starts. And by the way, since I'm at a very early stage of an idea where I might want to change the idea based on how it goes in next 2 to 3 months, so I tell him that of course his money is secure. It's not idea based. If we change the idea, then we will transfer his equity to the other idea. It's not like just for 3 months we'll burn his money, it will be over, and his equity, then we'll start a new company. So this is the same understanding I have with my friend. So he has invested in me, and now whatever I will do, I'll just make it a success. Yes, the idea will change because I do not have any control over it, but overall I take the guarantee for, not guarantee, but full commitment for success. So I just threw it out there. My co-founder was actually against it because he thought that we do not really need more money, that $20,000 will be enough for us for next 3 months, and he did not want to unnecessarily complicate it. But I convinced him that no, I really want this. It will be good to have them as advisors. So I just went through it, and my co-founder was actually convinced eventually. So after I sent this message, this investor, he called within half an hour, and he had already talked to his partner, and he said that he likes the offer. It's very fair, like for the stage of the company. It's a good valuation I'm offering. And he talked to his partner. Only thing he feels is that 2% is too less. He would in fact be willing to invest $50,000 in exchange for 5% of the equity. Now, I was already, or my co-founder had already said that we don't want more investment. So I was not sure. I liked the offer. I wanted him to come and join in, but I wasn't really ready for it. So I told him that I need to really ask my co-founder if we can increase that. Also, I want to clarify for the viewers, it's not like I have really high expectations and I'm really stingy about the equity, but the problem is that Antler also comes with the same terms, and they also take 10% equity when they put in $150,000 of investment. So I did not want like multiple investments at the same level, because usually you want to have every round to be bigger round. So that is why I was not very keen on increasing. And so yeah, we decided I will ask my co-founder, and then I will come back with if it is possible. So next day I told him that we cannot really do 5%. I told him my point of view from where we are coming from, and he understood that. He also told his point of view, that how they actually help startups much more than the money, and how his demand or his ask was reasonable. And we both understood each other's point of view, but finally he himself agreed to my offer because he wants really the founders to be the final decision makers for their startups. So that was very kind of him. So he just said that I just want to have one meeting with your co-founder and with my partner, four of us, and just like more like his co-founder also wants, his partner also wants to know more, and he's already convinced, something like this he said. I don't remember the exact details. So while this happened, I already felt like I made a small mistake. I should have taken his 5% offer and should have really wiggled out of Antler. Now this might seem a little like Machiavellian, but but this whole game of investments and startups and fundraising is actually very flaky. Investors do not care about us. And I told my co-founder exactly this, that I'm actually always very concerned about loyalty, about commitment, but these investors do not value any of these things, and I need to really learn this. I do not know how I will learn, but theoretically I know I should not value my own commitment or my own loyalty like that. So, but anyways, it's a small point. It anyways did not matter, as finally their offer they anyways withdrew. Anyways, we had this meeting. It seemed to go well, but afterwards I did not really hear back from him. I think 1 or 2 days. So I sent him this message to confirm, because I did not know what, if the decision was made, or did I not hear it, or what happened. And I just want to again close it before Antler, so it's clear for me. So after that, he again called me and he explained that they have decided to pass this over. And the reason he told was that they have multiple criteria for evaluating an idea, and on the team part we did quite well. They really liked the team, like me and my co-founder. But on the space we are working in, cold calling, they think that it's a space that is going down, so it will be very difficult to grow in this space to a very quick like space. And that is why they believe that Series A, we will have fight in raising funds 3 years down the line or 2 years down the line, when it's time for Series A of funding. So usually Series A is done like at 5 million or 6 million of funding, and that is put in the companies that have already proven product market fit and they're ready for growth. And they felt that we will have problems in raising this round, and that is why they do not want to put in money now, because they see their returns, or usually these early investors see their returns when Series A investors come. So I thanked him for being clear, and also to actually call to let me know, because investors usually just ghost and do not tell you anything. So that was the whole story. So finally I did not come down to zero. I still have my friend who will invest $20,000, but this shows like how this whole investment game is so flaky, which you probably already know.